Alright, so compared to the other videos, this is gonna be a fucking long one, for the bosses at least. And the reason for that is because of the Burnt Ivory King, which is probably the biggest fucking badass in Dark Souls 2 that I've faced so far, just because it feels almost exactly like some kind of World at Warcraft raid, because the boss is so fucking insane. Anyway, this filler bullshit here, I actually found it to be extremely interesting, because it's one of the only times in a Dark Souls story, or a Dark Souls game, where the story is so bluntly put in your face. Like, you are being transported back into time to show the human raid on the last, of the giants, and you were killing the giant lord. And I was so impressed by this story at first that I was like, I gotta fucking put this in my D&D campaign, which I did. And the way that I did it was I have to develop a backstory for all the covenants, because in D&D people usually pick the god that they worship. So instead, I'm like, hey, pick the ancestors that you worship. Do you worship the Blue Sentinels or the Watchdogs or whatever? So for the people who were part of the Blue Sentinels and saw them as like this pure, good, just covenant, which they intentionally were supposed to be, after this happened, I switched it around so that the Blue Sentinels settled at the undead settlement, which was the island of Farron. And before it was the undead settlement, it was the Blue Sentinel settlement, which became the Blue Sentinel settlement by obliterating the last of the giants. And this was right after Lord Gwyn's death, or close to Lord Gwyn's death, I think. I'm not sure how I'm going to put it in the story yet. But Lord Targray and Sir Alan were told to come to this settlement to take it and to destroy all of the last giants and to take the settlement as their own. The Blue Sentinels, who did not see this as a good thing and were disgusted by, the extinction of the giants, decided that they were going to make a new covenant called the Watchdogs of Farron, which created the Undead Legion and all that shit, and the separation from the Undead Legion, the Watchdogs, and them trying to face the Undead Legion and kill them once and for all because they'd become corrupted and then eventually dying. This is not for... I'm probably going to put a spoiler on this saying, players for my campaign, do not fucking watch this, because this shit is shit you should not know yet. Also, I'm going to include that the Watchdogs who became, deserters like Hawkwood, they were sucked into the painted world of Ariandel, just to give the Watchdogs some more story, and they became forlorn. And Hawkwood was the only one who did not get sucked into the painted world, because, as you know, his intentions are pretty fucking abominable, if that's the right word to use, where he wants to steal the dragon torso and dragon stones from you. But instead, what he's going to do in this campaign is, after you kill the Abyss Watchers, he's going to show up at the entrance and he's going to try to take the throne for himself after the players kill the Abyss Watchers for him. So that's going to be pretty cool. Anyway, Royal Rat Authority, guy's a piece of shit. What's interesting is I don't find this boss too difficult at all. Few quick sweeps of the sword, you get rid of the little tiny dogs. This guy is literally just drag and drop, expand the file of a huge copy of the really small rabid dogs. He is literally a giant basic enemy. And that's fucking unforgivable for a boss in Dark Souls, in a Dark Souls game. I do not plan on playing Dark Souls 2 ever again, unless I want to get to some of the DLC bosses I haven't fought, like Sir Alan and some of the other ones. Oh, Sin, the dragon. I want to get to that guy too. But aside from that, I have no fucking reason to play the game ever again. Aside from, you know, me being able to say, hey, I beat Dark Souls 2. The game's fucking boring. There's no story to it. It's a drag. It's a trek through mindless, dumb lore and bad level design, bad enemy design, and just bad placement for everything. It's just a fucking mess. So I've no enjoyment thinking about going back to this game. But this shit was fucking nuts, and I absolutely loved it. You have to get at least 3, not 2, at least fucking 3 of these guys to be able to have a chance. The Royce Knights or whatever. And then on top of that, I was fucking lucky enough to have 3 guys put their summon signs next to the door in Dark Souls 2, a game from 2 years ago, which I did not expect anybody to be playing. And that is the only reason I beat this boss, because this shit is fucking nuts, and I love it. It feels like a goddamn war. I will give Dark Souls 2 credit for this, though. Their DLC bosses were top of the line. Sir Alan, the Burnt Ivory King, the Fume Knight, some of the other ones, I don't fucking remember their names. Sin, the Slumbering Dragon, I think his name was. Mirror Knight was fucking epic. The Pursuer won't be forgotten anytime soon. But as far as the base game goes, I can't really give any bosses credit except for Mirror Knight and the Pursuer. Although for some fucking reason, I love the Rune Sentinels. They were so much fucking fun for me. But anyway, this is a goddamn battle. This is an all-out war. And I absolutely loved it. And there's just so many cool mechanics, like, you know, needing to find the knights, needing to explore. Oh fucking shit, here comes the king. This is super fucking cool. Yeah, this is a World of Warcraft right here. This is the Elder Scrolls Online, only done better. Sorry, I haven't played those games, whatever. I just know the Elder Scrolls Online is dog shit. And they're pandering to Elder Scrolls fans, which is shitty because the Elder Scrolls itself sucks now too. Skyrim was kind of dumb. Fun, but kind of dumb. Anyway, let's not go into my opinions of really popular games that win a bunch of awards that everybody loves. We're taking down, like, oh my god, first of all, the way this guy fucking runs is terrifying. This dude is so fucking tall. His helmet is definitely larger than his goddamn head. And you won't even, like, waste time on the dudes right next to him. He'll just fucking full-on sprint to whoever it is at the edge of the map and be like, I'm fucking coming for you now. You're dead. And it's really terrifying to watch. Look at that. Jesus Christ. It's beautiful. I wish Dark Souls games did more shit like this. This was really impressive. And if there was I would play Dark Souls 2 again with joy if there was a gauntlet mode. I've been talking about this for some time. Like, for example, well, not for example, but this is how it would work. After you beat the game, you unlock a new menu that is a gauntlet. You have 1 life. And you are not given new Estus. You have max, you know, your max Estus, max whatever, plus whatever. So if you haven't beaten the game, you know, just keep going for it till you level up all your shit. And you go from boss 1 all the way to the last boss. Whenever DLC comes in, they add those bosses into it. But you go with you pick your build. You pick your weapons that you're going to have on you, and your spells you're going to have on you. You got your max Estus, you got your max bone shards. You go into the bonfire, you pick gauntlet mode, and then you spawn in the first boss arena. Kill the first boss, spawn in the second boss arena. Second boss, third boss, fourth boss, fifth boss. And it would be a fucking epic challenge for those the masters of the game, and just to see how far they can get and how fast they can get. Maybe at the very end they'd have show you your time, and they'd have a leaderboard to see, you know, who got how far, how quick, who put in like the most hits or got hit the least. You get extra points if you beat a boss without getting hit at all. Man, this shit sounds epic. Holy fuck, I am a master. This idea is fucking beautiful. By the way, I almost died there. Holy Christ. But yeah, seriously, From Software, give us fucking Gauntlet mode. This shit is epic. But yeah, I seriously feel like trying to contact From Software and be like, dude, you need to fucking listen to this shit. Give it a try. I was super scared at how much damage that was gonna put out. But finally, we beat him. We beat the Burnt Ivory King. Super fucking happy for Twiggy and Lucatiel for showing up, giving me a good time. D Reed Joy 91 C3PO, thanks a lot, bro. Give him a nice dignified bow. Anyways, I'll see you guys later with some more Dark Souls videos. Bye bye.